Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, July 25th, 2020, 2:09 p.m., 86 Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius, and a day right now, according to the seagulls, on Liberty Island. Today I'm going to be walking Liberty Island, which has recently reopened to the public. This is my first time in close to 2 years visiting the Statue of Liberty again. Just gotta love these children here imitating the seagulls. Of course, I need my selfie. Here we go. No, the other hand. Let's get some other people in this shot. I think the seagull wants to be in the picture too. That's why it's yapping. Mr. Dowie, thank you for the CZK20. A nice day from David and Lucia. Thank you. Appreciate it. As you can see, folks, Liberty Island is not really too busy right now. I'm actually surprised there's this many people here. The boat ride over here wasn't too bad. Still have to go through security. It costs $19.25 to take the boat over from Manhattan over here. But the statue itself is not open right now. Only the island itself is open. Let's get some pictures of some random people. It's hard for this angle to, no problem. It's hard for this angle to get both the people and the statue in the same shot. Yes, Scott, it was annoying that the statue is closed, but understandable why they had to do that. And I'm gonna start explaining a lot more things when more people join in. Right now I want to stick by here for a little bit, along with the seagulls and the tourists, taking pictures of Lady Liberty from the front. By the way, for my members or people who are thinking of joining members, my new emojis are available now. A lot of my panda themed emojis got launched today. My illustrator started, finished working on them, so they're very cute. You may see them to now in this live stream. But if you want to consider supporting the channel, you can become a member, and you can use those emojis as well. Kamikaze with the panda heart emoji. They did a very good job making them. It's awesome. Jack Shikoff, thank you for the 29 rubles. Mallory R saying definitely want to visit the Statue of Liberty soon. Born and raised in New York City, I've never have been. That is one of the points that I ended the pre-recorded walk with, because I did make another video before I started this live where I went on the boat all the way here, and I said that many New Yorkers, they take it for granted that I never went to the Statue of Liberty because it's always available. I can always go no matter when because it's here. But as we saw with COVID and with Superstorm Sandy and with September 11th, sometimes the Statue of Liberty isn't available all the time, and it did close off to the public. NJ Walks, I did hear that Neiman Marcus and Hudson Yards is closing. It sounds like the Hudson Yards management, they just wanted to get anybody into the mall. It's sad because COVID really hurt a lot of businesses, including high-end retailers and a lot of stores that couldn't make the rent. Linwide, Neiman Marcus was closing before COVID. Yeah, I knew they were having problems before. Many of these places, by the way, they don't even make money. Like, do you really think a lot of these businesses in Times Square, they make money by having a business in Times Square? No, it's just for the name. Like, you really think those Starbucks in Times Square sells enough coffee to afford those rents? A lot of businesses do that. They just have a business just to have their name out there, their goodwill, in order to promote their brand and their advertising. Alright, I think I'll walk around the island now. I'll come back here also. So I'm very happy for all of you to join in today. I'm going to repeat this again. It's Saturday, July 25th, 2020, 2:17 p.m., 86 Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius. On Liberty Island right now, where the Statue of Liberty is located, but the Statue of Liberty itself is closed due to COVID. They wanted to restrict access due to public hygiene and health. Originally, this island was called Bedloes Island, and it was used as a military operation. In fact, what you see here is Fort Wood, the abandoned remains of Fort Wood, which was discontinued and unused. The statue is a gift from France. It was designed by Frederick Bartoli, and France gave the Statue of Liberty to the United States on one condition, that they build a pedestal for it. So this pedestal was built. The statue itself was shipped over from Europe. The statue itself was shipped over in 1885 in 300 pieces. Can you believe that, folks? They had to put all 300 pieces together like a Lego set. And a fun fact about the Statue of Liberty, the arm with the torch was not part of that 300 pieces, and it was never assembled with the statue. The arm with the statue was located in Madison Square Park, where it stood for 6 years to raise money. So that's a fun fact about the Statue of Liberty that a lot of people don't know. And Frederick Auguste Bartoli built the statue. It was for the anniversary of the American Revolution. And Gustave Eiffel, whose name you may recognize from the Eiffel Tower, designed the interior of the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is made out of copper. That's the reason why it's green right now. And you may think, hey, isn't copper supposed to be rusty or brown or orange? And you're right. But for those of you who have left copper out in the air for very long and over years and years, you see what the color of copper turns into. Lee Barber, thank you for 20 pounds. Great to see New York City slowly getting back to normal. Had to cancel our trip in August. We'll be back soon. Can you give a shout out to Liverpool FC, the new Premier League soccer champions in the UK? All right, shout out to Liverpool. So, what you're seeing right now is a copper statue, but the copper is green color due to a scientific reason or process called oxidation. And what happens when copper reacts to the air? It turns green. In fact, back in 1900, the statue was shipped in 1885, right? So 15 years later, the statue started to oxidize and it was starting to turn green. And it got more and more green as the years went by. In fact, what happened when the statue went on is that the statue brown at one point. So can you believe that? You can see what the years and years of weathering did to the statue. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see some of the, rust and other kind of weathering on this statue. Yeah, the statue also has chains on her feet, but you can't really see it from this angle. Originally, the statue was not meant to be a peace monument. The statue was originally a lighthouse. Unfortunately, that lighthouse was not efficient. The lighthouse was only operational for a few years. They had the lights up in the torch, but the torch lights were so dim that they discontinued it. The statue is 151 feet tall, and it was designed after the Roman goddess of freedom, Libertas. The official name of the statue is Liberty Enlightening the World. She holds a tablet with the dates of the Declaration of Independence, which is July 4th, 1776. And on that tablet is the New Colossus, which is written by Emma Lazarus. And also there's actually debate about the statue's features too. The statue may not actually be modeled after a woman. And Bartoli, I think it was his brother that was suffering from an illness and was in the hospital. And Bartoli was spending a lot of time in the hospital with his brother. And because of that, he got a lot of the facial features from the brother. And many people have looked into this. They say that the Statue of Liberty may actually be maybe designed after a man. And there's also theories that the Statue of Liberty is modeled after Bartoli's mother too. So we don't really know if the Statue of Liberty was modeled after a man or a woman, but that's the way it is. Maybe it's modeled after the seagull, I don't know. Also, back in 1916, there was a incident in today's Liberty State Park. Thank you, Najumi Brown, for the $2. Appreciate it. There was an incident in today's Liberty State Park where German U-boats came all the way across the Atlantic Ocean from Germany and caused an incident called the Black Tom explosion. And what happened there was explosives being shipped off to the UK and France for World War I. And German U-boats actually set foot here in New York City, New York Harbor, and they blew up these explosives. Best is British with £14.99. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So, what happens when boats full of explosives blow up? Mr. Pepe 2W, thank you for €2.99, and Roy D with $4.99. Of course, when a boat full of explosives blows up, it causes a huge explosion. And when this happened, this Black Tom explosion, the tremors of this explosion was felt as far south as Washington, D.C. They felt it. It was a huge earthquake-like explosion. And it actually caused damage to the Statue of Liberty's original torch. Some of the shrapnel from that explosion went right into the Statue of Liberty's arm. So can you believe that? You have the German U-boats, right? The shrapnel comes flying into the Statue of Liberty's arm. Ow! Statue of Liberty almost got decapitated there. But thankfully it was only the torch arm, and that was repaired. And now the original torch is sitting somewhere else on this island, and we're gonna go look for it today. So the Statue of Liberty wears a crown with 7 points. The 7 points represent the 7 continents of the world as well as the 7 oceans. Here's the ferry station where I got off the boat to come to this island. Yeah, B. Griffin, that's not the original arm. It was renovated. Sky Bloom, this is Liberty Island. It was renamed in 1956 to Liberty Island. Originally, this island was called Bedloe's Island. So this is the area you come off the boat. Now you're greeted with this COVID safety information now, social distancing, 6 feet of distance between you and others, wear a face covering, wash your hands, cover your mouth, basic knowledge that there's a lot of stuff like that now. Yeah, Shyla, there's a lot of references to masonry too in this statue. The number 7 is all over this statue. Bop and Go, I was actually just about to get to that. He's asking me if I got any of my refunds. So, about that, there's a long story. So, I sent in another request at the beginning of July and I still didn't get my refunds. So I was like, okay, maybe they're just really busy. But what was the tipping point for me to actually dispute it with my credit card company was the fact that the Statue of Liberty reopened and they were selling new tickets. Meanwhile, they didn't even refund the people who bought tickets and didn't get refunds. So that's what really annoyed me. So I called my credit card company. I disputed both of those transactions. And I'm not the only one either, because there's some people who've been waiting since March for their refunds and April, and they've emailed them and called them multiple times, and they haven't responded to their emails or their requests. And people have just been getting the runaround. People who have actually spoken to someone, they said, oh, it's our computer system that's wrong. And that's not really an excuse, especially in today's world. Pink all day, you're waiting for yours as well. You're not the only one. I visited the Facebook page of Statue Cruises. Maybe I could pull it up here. And there's many people who have the same issues. Let me see if I could find one. This is the, oh, camera's facing the wrong way. This is the community page. My gosh, it's having trouble connecting. T-Mobile stinks here, by the way. Only 1 bar of service. Verizon's got 4 bars of service. So if that tells you, you know, it's good to have multiple cell phone connections, then I don't know what is. Hopefully this loads. It's going very slow. Dun dun dun, where is... All right, here. Here we go, here's the... You know what? Let me find some shade because it's hard to see with this glare. I'll go over here, underneath the tree or something. You know, I don't want to say it in front of these national park staff because I don't really want to like bash the Statue of Liberty in front of the federal workers because it's not their responsibility that the Statue of Liberty didn't honor refunds. It's the ferry service. This is the rear of the Statue of Liberty. You know what? I think here is okay. I'll go over here. All right, here we go. Now I can see better. There's not as much glare. All right, you ready for some of these mean comments? Paul Hartsock, we have submitted a refund request 3 times after having to cancel in March due to COVID. This should not have taken this long. We will rebook. Anyone gotten their refund? Been waiting since April. 100+ days since April. Dispute credit card charges. Thank you for the refund for our Crown visit in May. A nice surprise. I'm lodging a complaint with Better Business Bureau. I have submitted refund requests. 2 months later, haven't gotten my refund. This is crazy. Everyone here is waiting for refunds. Refund, 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 refund. Still waiting, refund. Any update on refund? So, Statue Cruises has a history of bad service with refunds. So, if you have a ticket to Statue of Liberty, I would dispute it with a credit card company. It should not be taking this long for refunds, especially because the statue itself is open now and they're openly accepting people to come to the island and they haven't refunded the old people. So just an FYI, you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and probably won't be getting your refund for many months from now. I even saw one comment. This person was back in, I think 2019, and the statue was closed for some reason, and they were also deserving a refund. They didn't even refund that person, and that was before COVID, back in 2019. Here's the back of the Statue of Liberty. By the way, folks, if you want to see my visit to the statue itself, the last time I was here was back in 2018, and I did go inside the statue. You can view that video. I think it was actually right through these doors, and I went right up to the crown. I had a crown ticket, so you can see my adventure there. Unfortunately, I don't know when the statue itself will open again. Wow, strange, I'm getting buffering here. I just got a shout out request for a birthday, Angie. Happy birthday, Angie. Monument is closed. By the way, the cost to visit the Statue of Liberty Island right now is $19.25. Originally, that also included a visit to Ellis Island, which is the home of the National Immigration Center, the former National Immigration Center, but they did not open that, so it only includes a boat ride to Liberty Island and back. That's it. Also, in normal times, there are 3 different versions of the Statue of Liberty ticket. There's what you call the reserve access, which is what everyone has to get right now. This is the only ticket available, which is just to visit the island itself. And then the second ticket type is called the pedestal access. The pedestal access is the same price as the reserve ticket, and it includes access to the statue up to the top of the pedestal, which is right there. And then there's the crown ticket. The crown ticket, I think, is $3 extra maybe, but the $3 extra is actually worth it because you get to see a lot more of the statue from the inside. And also, those crown tickets are notoriously hard to book too. You have to wait months to access the crown because that's how far in advance people book the crown tickets, since they only limit so many people up there at one time. Yeah, Ben Stover, $3 is not a big difference compared to the Empire State Building. It's not. The regular ticket's $19.25 and the crown ticket is $22.25. So it's $3. Yeah, Dwayne, you didn't know you can go up into the Statue of Liberty. It's also it's kind of strange being inside the statue because you kind of feel like you're not in the statue. It's weird being in it, but you can't see it. It's a weird feeling. By the way, folks, over here they got a lemonade stand with a popcorn too. So concessions are open right now. You can see here they got lemonade for $5, ice cream for $5, Dasani water for $3.22. All right, let's check out some of the view here from the front again for all the latecomers where I started the video. By the way, nice views of Ellis Island and the Lower Manhattan. On these, they really rush you at the top. Yes, they do, because they want to keep it moving. But the good thing is, with a YouTube video, you can always go back to visit the crown. I have a video of me going up into the Statue of Liberty. It's actually one of my most popular videos, so you can go check it out. There it is, folks. Lady Liberty, Roman goddess Libertas. Liberty enlightening the world, wearing the 7-pointed crown, holding the tablet of the July 4th, 1776 New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Look who's out here partying. There's a here. People there got their clothes off and they got music playing and enjoying the sights of New York Harbor here. You know what? Because they're playing music, I don't want to get too close because I might get in trouble with YouTube copyright. I'll wait for them to leave first. Yeah, Carlos Azaric, the Statue of Liberty was copper colored before, or brown, but over time she turned green. Remiguis Nikander, thank you for your PLN $4.99. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate it. By the way, if you enjoy this content, you can consider supporting this channel by becoming a member. Today I released new emojis for the live stream. The illustrator did a great job making those emojis, and I think it's a welcome addition to the channel.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
But it's just a little something in return for supporting the channel. Nothing is changing if you don't become a member, but you will get status updates, new emojis, and for the Red Panda tier and higher, as well as the Patreons of the $5 tier and higher, you'll get bonus videos too. The bonus videos won't be like full production videos like these, but they might include some things of like where I'm going to and some snippets of my life or behind the scenes kind of stuff. So anyway, I did pass up the original torch of the Statue of Liberty, so I'm gonna walk over there now. Oh, thank you, In America 3. I deserve all the support. I actually have too many emojis. I used to have 4 emojis of my face, but I had to get rid of 2 because I need a higher number of members in order to unlock those extra emoji slots. So I was kind of thinking ahead when I had all the emojis made. But right now I think there's about 102-ish emojis. I get another emoji slot at 125, and then at 150 I can put all the emojis back up.
And then I was like, what did I say? I said another, I was like, I'm not sure if this is WWE, but I gave another WWE joke.
Judith, I have done a video from Ellis Island. That video was not nearly as popular as the Liberty Island or the Statue of Liberty interior video. And that's understandable. Best is British asking how do you become a member? You can't see it. You can become a member, I think, if you go to a desktop computer or Android. If you're using an Apple product, I know that the memberships don't show up there. That's just due to licensing agreements between Apple and YouTube. Here's a new section of Liberty Island that was not here before when I visited back in 2018. This is the new Statue of Liberty Museum. Unfortunately, this museum is also closed. Unfortunately, this is also closed. But the thing is, with this new museum, I've heard that it's really nice. And you can still see the original torch of the Statue of Liberty over there. Judith, you love the new emojis. Thank you very much. Here we go, folks. Time for a virtual visit of the Statue of Liberty Museum, or at least as much as I can get to it, because it's closed off. Emerald X Ferry, this is my second time visiting the Statue of Liberty. Area closed, do not enter. I had tickets to visit in March, at the end of March, but because of the COVID outbreak in New York City, that was closed off and my tickets weren't honored then. And I also booked tickets for May with my friends to come here. And the COVID pandemic lasted a lot longer than people thought. So both of my tickets were not honored. And as a result of that, I had to keep requesting refunds from Statue Cruises and I never got it. So I had to file a dispute with my credit card company because they were not honoring refunds from any other people either. Some people got their refunds back, but it was a lot more effort than what was necessary to get their refunds. The people who got their refunds, they emailed every day. They called the owner of the ferry service, Hornblower Cruises, every day, and then they just pestered them until they got their refunds. And that's too much effort. I just want to contact them. They have the refund request page up. I did it 2-3 times and they still didn't honor it. So I was like, you know what? I did all my due diligence. What else do they want me to do? Here's the original torch of the Statue of Liberty. You can also see the reflection behind me, well, over here, over there, of the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, Dwayne, people really deserve their money back. I mean, people have complained all on their Facebook group. I showed it earlier. They're waiting for 3-4 months for their refunds. And some of them have even got in contact with someone and they blame it on their computer system. Mimi, yes, I did pay again. I disputed the 2 transactions with my credit card company and I booked a new ticket. You know, it's one thing to open up again for COVID, but when you don't honor people's refunds from way back when, then that really gets on my nerves. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the plan too, Emerald X Ferry. They're hoping people give up about the refunds, and it's sad because, you know, it's not really a great amount of money. I mean, it's less than $20 for the regular ticket, but think of how many people book tickets to come here and probably forgot about it because it's such a small amount of money, under $20. Meanwhile, they book the trip to New York and those plane tickets could be $500 plus. They're gonna worry about that or the hotel booking. But the Statue of Liberty ticket, 19 something, 22 something, people might forget about that. And it's sad because, you know, there's a lot of people right now who are hurting during this pandemic economically and financially. They need their money back. Here's the view from the top of the Statue of Liberty Museum area with the flagpole. Beautiful view. There's the Verrazano Bridge in the background. Also a statue cruises boat leaving the island. Some helicopters coming. Thank you, Russ Long, for the $1.99. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's go down now. Claire Sweatman, you love the mask. Thank you. It's my design from the Teespring merch store. You can check it out. But many people have bought this mask already and they're very happy with it. You can get it from my merchandise store. Robin Carbo Liarti, thank you for €229. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go and check out some of these now over here. Yeah, Mr. Jordalicious, only the island is open, unfortunately. Gary Reishi, thank you for $14.99. This is one of your best live streams. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Oh, the island is open also. Also, the gift shop is open and the food areas are open. I'm gonna go show you the gift shop now after I show you this Liberty bike. Yeah, VX Go. YouTube takes automatically 30% of all the super chats. That's just the cost of doing business, because they need to host the videos and make money too. And if you also do a super chat on an Apple product, then Apple will take 30% as well. Apple takes 30% and YouTube takes 30%. So the creators left with less than half. And memberships also get cut by 30% as well, the membership fees. Yeah, me, Colin, YouTube takes 30% of the membership fees as well. Brooklyn, New York, of course YouTube pays me. Just by being a YouTube partnership program or the monetization program, you get a 55-45 split on the advertisements on your channel. So the creators get 55% and Google or YouTube takes 45%. At least the creator is getting more than half. But in the terms of Apple doing super chats, the creator isn't getting more than half. They're getting less. Yep, Judith, they take 30%. That's the agreement for memberships and also the monetization program. That's why a lot of people, they do Patreon and they try to monetize off of YouTube as well. But I still have the super chats open and also the memberships because some people, they don't want to get off YouTube. And it's also a good way to get noticed in the super chat, and I could thank them in the live stream itself. So it works for people. Design Ideas, thank you for $6.50. What a wonderful day. $5 plus 30%, $6.50. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And Jazzy K 1977, love New York City and praying the city gets back to some normal in time. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then there's also the issue of taxes, but you know, everyone pays taxes, so that's not really something to complain about. They say money's the root of all evil, but it is the cost of doing business here on YouTube. The refreshment store is open, and also the gift shop. Let's go here. Let's go in. Whoa. No, the gift shop is closed? No way. Authorized access only. What? It's only drinks? Oh, it's only this part of the store. Whoa. Crazy. All right. Thank you, Mimi Naomi Ching with $4.99. Thank you for all your lives. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And here's the information center along with the emergency medical service area. Might as well make use of my time here on the island. I've been here like almost an hour already. Let's see what's open here. Good thing I'm not streaming live on T-Mobile though. T-Mobile only has 1 bar service. At least I'm able to stream on Verizon. Did I miss a super chat? Let me look. Thank you for that, Stephanie Stearns. Chen Chang 499. Sad to see that it's so empty. NYC is the equivalent of an ICU patient now. On the bright side, I had an outdoor dim sum at Lake Pavilion today. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't think I addressed that one. And Peter Laycock, thank you for 20 pounds, dude. You're awesome. Thank you both for you for your chats. You're awesome. I'm glad I could take you to the Statue of Liberty today, at least virtually. Anyway, folks, here's the outdoor dining area of Liberty Island. And the gift shop, I believe, is open up there. but you can get your food stuff in there. They got a hand sanitizing station, and let's see. Yep. Sure. I do.
Action Kid, right?
I'm Action Kid, yeah.
I knew I recognized him, but
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I had to cover this, the Statue of Liberty. You know?
good to see you here.
Yeah, yeah.
It should be the gift shop on the side door. It should be located on your left side. Yeah, like.
Wow. I have someone here who works here, knows me. Cool. Yeah, I've been here for about an hour or so now.
Yeah, you got some great videos on YouTube channel, man. You keep
Yeah. I know. You know, I wanted to come here in March before everything closed down, but I didn't make it in time. I was gonna go up into the statue itself, and oh well. At least I get to check out the gift shop and the new museum and stuff. But yeah, take care.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
All right, I got another super chat. No, I don't think so. I think I addressed most of it. Oh. All right, here snacks area. Soft cream waffle cone, $5.51. Fresh squeezed lemonade, $5.51. Hot pretzels, $3.68. Cheese sauce, $1. They charge you $1 for cheese. Whoa. If you want a bottle of water, it's $3.22. These are tourist prices, folks. That's where you get charged if you come here. Also, I need a break, so you know what? I'm gonna go this way. Let's go here, because I don't want to sit down in the sun. Lewis saying $3 for water. Well, who needs to pay for water, right? When you got your own. Who needs to pay for water when you have your own? All right. Da, 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 da. You know how much I pay for this water? You're right, Stephanie and Liz C. Zip, nilch, nada, nothing. I just saved $3.22. You know, the inventor of bottled water probably is one of the smartest people in the world or in history. Can you just think of how much money that these companies have made off of bottled water? It's crazy. I think the biggest ripoff for a bottle of water was in the World Trade Center. The One World Trade Center. I think when I did my live stream there, I think the bottle of water there was like $5. And I was like, my head was like out of my head. It was like over here, just seeing that price. I was like, what, are you kidding me? And I was even talking about the prices on live stream, and the person who works there at the One World Trade Center, he was even chuckling about it. He's like, yep, this New York City prices. And he's like, tell me about it. And the sandwiches there were like, I think $15 or something. It was like so crazy. Unbelievable. Yeah, Brooklyn, New York, forget that. You bring your own food. Or you just wait a few minutes until you finish with the World Trade Center. You take the elevator down, and then you could just eat anywhere in the financial district for a fraction of that price. What you can do too is bring your own food. Actually, I'm not even sure if you're able to bring your own food because they do screen you for stuff before you go up there. Thank you, Vanessa Aravello, for $10. Thank you. Your videos were so useful and inspirational when me and my family were in New York City for vacation last year. Keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Dave is saying Jennifer O'Brien paid $20 for a glass of champagne. Yes, that was at the Edge, which is planning to open sometime in August. I'd be interested in going again to the Edge. That was my, you know what? It's my favorite observation deck in New York City, the Edge. I was gonna say the Empire State Building, 102nd floor observatory, but the Edge just has a lot more uniqueness to it with the glass floor and the enclosed angled glass. King 01 asking if the Liberty statue is in part of Manhattan. Yes, Liberty Island is considered part of Manhattan, but is surrounded by the waters of New Jersey. Thank you, Nick 477 for $1. If you say the Statue of Liberty is in New Jersey or New York, you're correct either way. Yeah, promiscuous sewing. There's gaps between the glass. Yep, you can put your finger through the glass. It's a little bit nervous if you do that. All right. Tasha, Ellis Island is both New York and New Jersey. The original part of Ellis Island is New York, and the part that was expanded and landfilled to make the island bigger is New Jersey. Of course, that's like impossible to implement for like tax purposes and disputes between the states, so they just appropriated proportionately. All right, let's walk around again. Let's go the other way because I did not get a view of the front of the Statue of Liberty because that boat was there for the latecomers. So let's go back. We're gonna go this way this time. I can't visit the top of the Statue of Liberty right now. It's closed off. This is not the only time that the Statue of Liberty was closed, by the way. There's numerous other incidents where the Statue of Liberty was closed off. Most recently, before COVID, the statue was closed off after Superstorm Sandy because Superstorm Sandy in 2012 damaged all the infrastructure, all the docking areas, all the buildings that house the ferries. So that costs a lot of money to repair and fix. And also the Statue of Liberty was closed off after 9/11 because 9/11, everyone there was concerned about terrorism at the time and they didn't want people to come onto this island. And blow the Statue of Liberty up or do anything crazy to it. So it took a long time for the statue to open back up to tourism after 9/11. And also, I think back in the 80s too, they did an inspection of the statue and it showed that the statue was deteriorating and it wasn't holding up well. So they had to close the statue at that time for repairs. Here's the statue. Man, people are just coming back here with their boats blasting music. I think I hear Bruno Mars. Well, I'll just try to talk over it. Here's the pedestal, information on the pedestal. The pedestal was paid for entirely by private funds raised by the United States because the French gave the statue to the Americans under the condition that the pedestal will be built by them. Here's the right side of the Statue of Liberty. Roman goddess Libertas. Official names Liberty enlightening the world.
I can't sit on that again. My butt is so high.
There's a sign here, practice social distancing. How old is the statue? Since 1885. It was dedicated in 1886. They had to put 300 pieces of the Statue of Liberty together to build it, like Legos. Here it is. Like I said, the French sculptor Frederic Auguste Bartoli designed the Statue of Liberty like a giant puzzle. 300 pieces, I said. What did I say? 300 thin sheets of copper from a copper mine in Norway. That I didn't know. And the Statue of Liberty is only 2 pennies thick. That's the man, Bartoli, who built the statue, and Mr. Eiffel, who designed the Eiffel Tower. That's him. He also designed the interior of the statue. And here's Liberty's face. This is how it was put into place. All right, let's see if I can get some selfies for myself in here. I've already taken some, but David Burgos with $4.99. Yessie and I are here, huge fans. If you would give us a shout out, that would be, we would love it. One of the best blogs so far. We watched them all. Oh, thank you, David and Yessie. David and Yessie, thank you. All right, let's try this, folks. Maybe I can get a selfie of myself in here, but I don't know how far I'm gonna have to angle this up. I'm gonna try though. Huh. I can't get all the way back though. It might not be possible. Maybe I'll imitate the Statue of Liberty. How is that view? Unfortunately, this is like the only view I can get. There's a Statue Cruises boat. She's getting a good picture in. Good picture. By the way, the seagull here is the seagull left me.
Ahí, ahí. Échate más para abajo, baby. Acuéstate más para abajo para que esté en el centro. Baby, los artistas la tienen que practicar.
You see, I can't really put my tripod here because it's the garbage can slanted. It's hard for me to get a good angle of the Statue of Liberty. I could try, but it won't work. Yep, it's not stable. How close I can get to the seagull before it starts getting scared. Oh, that didn't take too long. I think this seagull's posing for a selfie. Let's see. Hello, where are you? There we are. Camera shy. Thank you, EP, for €3.49. Appreciate it. There's two boats passing each other. Statue Cruises. L coats masks are not required on the island, only when it's not possible to social distance. They have the information in the front there, but face coverings are required if you can't social distance. Carswell Crew Management, there are not many people on the island at all. Only a few people here, that's it. Most people right now are out on the beach, or I think they will be relaxing now inside due to this heat. In fact, I think it's almost time for me to get off this island. I'd want to try to live stream my boat ride off the island and get something to eat back in Manhattan. B. Griffin, can you stay on the island all day if you want? I don't think you can. They have to kick you off at some point. I don't know when the next boat is. Jonathan C. saying the next destination is Ellis Island. I think that is true, except that Ellis Island, they closed it off due to COVID. Although I do see that boat heading that way, so are they going to Ellis Island and letting people off at Ellis Island? I'm not sure. I know the Immigration Museum is closed. I don't think the Immigration Museum will be open. New York Harbor Ferry deckhand, thank you for letting people know this is open so tourism can come back and captains and deckhands can come back to work. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I know I wanted to cover the Statue of Liberty eventually when it reopened. I was actually thinking of coming the day it opened up, which was Monday. But I waited for the first weekend instead. That's a good question. The Queen Blessed asking how accessible is the island for people with disabilities. You're doubting the statue is. The statue is partially accessible. You can take the elevator to the top of the pedestal, but that's all you can see. You can't go up to the crown. You can go up to the top of the pedestal though. And they do encourage people with physical disabilities and people who can't climb all those stairs to take the elevators. All right, let's start taking the boat back. No, there's no elevator to the Crown B. Griffin, unfortunately. All right, POV, thanks for joining in. Have fun with your rain walk. Turtle, you can make a reservation for the Statue of Liberty Island. I think that's encouraged right now, but right now with so few people here, I don't really think it's even required. And because the statue itself is not open, you just go onto the grounds. Cal 76, how long do you think it will take to see everything on Liberty Island, including gift shops and tours, if there are any? Well, it took half an hour alone just for the boat to leave. That's when I started filming the video. So I would say an hour just to get here if there's long lines for security. an hour just to get here, and then another hour at least just to explore the island. I took around like 45 minutes just walking around the island and talking about stuff. But if you were to visit the gift shop and read all the plaques more in depth, add another 15-20 minutes on top of that. So at least 2 hours to visit this island. Is this leaving? Ferry departing to Ellis Island and Battery Park. Hey, I think I got it in time. Perfect. Nice. The boat just came. Now I can leave. And we'll find out if we get to go to Ellis Island first or we just go back to Battery Park. We'll see. By the way, folks, you can be rich if you go down and collect all those coins. Look at that. I even see some non-US currency in here. You know, there's a lot of tourists. Like that coin over there, I think is a Mexican peso. You see a euro? Brooklyn, New York, you see it's all from the tourists. Yup. All the international coins are here. Oh, let's go. So folks, this is it, folks. Everyone leaving the island right now. Not a huge crowd. It's so surreal seeing the Statue of Liberty Island without too many people right now. It is a little bit freaky. This boat should be full right now, but it's not. Hopefully I don't get buffering issues on the boat, but we'll see how well it holds up. There it is.
Bye.
Mary, you ate in Chinatown yesterday at Namwa Tea Parlor. I was there yesterday too, but they refused service to me because I didn't have a reservation. Everything was full. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. This is the Miss New York boat. Miss New York boat. All right. So this is the inside of the boat now. They have a concession stand. Here it's a little more reasonable than the island itself. A bottle of water here is $2.25. Over there was $3.20 something. So a little bit more affordable. So if you're really thirsty and you want bottled water, you can come here. $3.25 for a hot dog too. Also, it's got restrooms. Nick B, the fare for this boat is $19.25. If you get the crown ticket, it's $22.25. But I don't know when the crown tickets will be available again. Who knows when the Statue of Liberty itself will reopen. But one fare covers both ways, to and from the island. Mary's Eve, you're checking out Lady Liberty on Wednesday. It's nice. I mean, if you've never been here before, it's worth a visit. Here's the other concession area, but there's no one here. You can even get souvenirs. All right, you can get this for $11.50, $14.50, $19. I mean, a lot of this stuff you can get in the souvenir shops near Times Square and the financial district for like half of this price. And I'm serious about that. Souvenirs, a keychain for $6.95, and other keychains for $6. You know, the fruit is not bad. Fruit for $1, that's not bad. Everything else here seems like a ripoff, to be honest. Chips for $2.95, oh my gosh. I mean, right now I see fruit in the grocery stores, like 4 oranges for $2. So that's 50 cents an orange. Here you just pay $1 for an orange. I think that's reasonable for the fruit. Let's go here, check it out in the front. There's still people boarding the boat. Okay, folks. I gotta do something. Whoa! Sneeze overboard. Right into the river. I mean the New York Harbor. Whoa, that scared me. That scared me.
Ahí está.
All right, here we go now. The boat's gonna move. Thank you for everybody who wished me well from my sneeze. Upper deck now. Whoa, what? This is everyone that's here? That's it? when are we moving? Here we go, folks. Bye bye, Liberty Island. Bye bye, Liberty Island. Why is this shaking so much? No standing allowed on the benches. Oh, we're going that way. Where are we going? Are we going to Ellis Island or back to Battery Park? I'd like to know. I think I'm gonna go downstairs. It's too windy now. It's just gonna be wind noise the entire time. Thank you, Alex Endicott, with $10 from Austin, Texas. Thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, there's the Staten Island ferry. A lot of tourists take that boat, so they don't have to pay for this one, and they get to see the statue passing by. Not crowded here on this boat at all. Let's check this floor. How many people got seated over here? Oh, there's some people over here. The other way because it's too windy. The back of the boat was the best. Here we go, last chance to see it. We're not going to Ellis Island, folks, because if we were going that way. Thank you, Tone G, for 10 bucks. Thanks for the island tour. You're welcome. Vlad Popescu, I've only visited the statue once. This was my second visit to the island itself, but I've only visited the statue itself one time. I was about to go back in March and May, but due to COVID, that shut everything down. Carswell Group Management asking if I got my money back yet from the statue cruise that got canceled. I'm gonna get it back from my credit card company because I disputed it today. Right now they're having a very difficult time handling refunds, the Statue Cruises company. I addressed it earlier in the live stream. It's pretty crazy, but people have been waiting 3-4 months and haven't gotten refunds. Leah Vach asking if I think New York City can recover without tourism. I mean, it can, but it's going to be drastically different without it. New York really depends on tourism. I mean, just think about it. This monument here is one of the most recognized monuments in the world, the Statue of Liberty. DB Burns, thank you for $5. Appreciate it, DB Burns. Thank you. Why is this boat going so slow? Why is it so slow? Don't tell me I'm gonna be stranded on the boat in the middle of New York Harbor. I don't want to be waiting there either. Here we go, let's sit down, because if we're gonna be waiting here a while, might as well look at Manhattan. Thank you, Osgun Yurt 7 with Panda. Thank you. Thank you for joining the membership. Now you can use emojis and get custom badges. Thanks for your support. Aha, Brooklyn, New York. I don't remember it taking this long though. It goes slow so everyone can enjoy the view. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Time for some pictures. Nice sailboat. Knew I was gonna get buffering in one point. I am in the middle of the water after all. Can't expect the connection to be perfect. I know once I get to Battery Park, Verizon's gonna get really bad because I had issues there before. You know, there is a chance we may go to Ellis Island because it's heading right there. I didn't expect to go to Ellis Island, but hey, if I can stroll around the island for a little bit, I might as well do it. We're going to Ellis Island, folks. We are going there. Nice. Hopefully the connection stays good. What I am though is connect my battery because it feels like it's gonna give me a low battery warning soon, especially with the heat. Kamikaze, thank you for upgrading your membership. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to Ellis Island, the National Immigration Center, former National Immigration Center. No, you don't have to pay extra for this. This is included. But the Immigration Museum's closed. I thought this was closed too, B. Griffin. But it would make sense if they just allowed over here. It would be nice to check out Ellis Island. Ooh. They're really like preparing. So folks, what happened was they went to Ellis Island. The people who wanted to get off, they did. And the people who didn't, they just went back to New York. I don't even see people, see too many people get off. But we're heading back to New York now. This is Ellis Island. My family has roots to Ellis Island. Anyone who's been an immigrant to the United States back a few generations back will have known people who passed through Ellis Island. Yeah, species, there's not much to see here at all either. Let me see if I can post the... Try joining, try clicking on this link, it might work. That's for memberships. The views are great here, it's amazing. Yeah, that's the One World Trade Center, known as the Freedom Tower, but they don't want people to call it the Freedom Tower anymore. I did not see that plaque, Gian. You know why they didn't want to call it the Freedom Tower anymore? Because the owners didn't like the name. They'd rather just call it One World Trade Center. And there's a lot of controversy with that. It was just their preferred name. Ghost Rider, thank you for joining the Panda membership. Now you can use the emojis and the badges on this live stream. You know why it was changed? Because here, they parted ways with the Freedom Tower name, saying it would be more practical to market the tallest building in New York as the former North Tower's name, One World Trade Center. And critics called it a shedding of symbolism, and newspapers blasted the agency for this. And now they have to deal with the name change. But officially it's One World Trade Center. You know what, folks? I'm gonna leave the camera here and use the restroom. I'll be back. All right, that was a nice restroom. It was clean. No one's gonna take the phone on the boat. Alright folks, Battery Park, expect bad service from Verizon. I'm gonna end the video once I get into Battery Park. Yep, I know it because I tried live streaming from here and the quality sucks for some reason. Alright, thanks for joining in everyone. Thanks for everybody who came in to join me today. Everyone who gave super chats, became members, upgraded their memberships, who supported me, donated to me on PayPal also. Thank you every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Statue of Liberty, Liberty Island, the boat ride. It was so nice today. But take care everyone. Bye bye and stay safe. Yay, Battery Park, Manhattan. Yay. Thank you. Alright, hopefully the signal does not cut off here. I'll zoom on to the Statue of Liberty one last time. But I wanted to say my goodbyes early in case the live stream cut out, which I know that's gonna do sometime.
All disembarking passengers should move to the exit gangway at the forward end of the main deck. If you are using the rear stairway, please be advised that once you reach the main deck, you can walk forward along either side of the vessel.
Alright folks, take care.